My redo system, or the best equipment to purchase if you're starting home brewing. E aí, gente, Beto Brewer aqui. Today we're going to talk about the best equipment to purchase if you're just getting started home brewing, and this is what I would purchase if I was going to start all over again. First, thank you to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate your support, and if this is your first time here, I hope you find it educational and interesting. The first item I'd recommend that you purchase is a kegerator. I'm starting with the controversial and the big item first. Now, a brand new kegerator you can get for $415, but I have seen refrigerators online on Craigslist for free. So you could actually build one yourself for almost nothing. You could also purchase a secondhand kegerator as well. Most of them are pretty good. The second item you're going to want is a set of 2 ball lock disconnects. You can get this on Amazon for about $15.99. Now the first set you're going to use to convert your kegerator into a ball lock kegerator so that you can dispense the kegs that you're brewing with. The second set we're going to get to in a few seconds. The third item you're going to want to purchase is a turkey fryer. That is a burner and stock pot combo. You can get one of these on Amazon for about $56.54, depending on the sale. And it's going to come, you're going to want something that comes with at least 6 gallons of an aluminum stock pot. That would be 23 liters. The fourth thing you're going to want to purchase is 3 ball lock kegs. You can get them used on Amazon for about $66. Now, I believe I've seen them a lot cheaper on Craigslist. You should be able to get them for around $50 used, so that'll save you a little bit, but that's a total of about $200. You're going to want 3 because 2 are going to be dispensing, 1 is going to be dispensing, 1 is going to be conditioning. Now you're going to use that second gas disconnect to be a blow-off for your fermenter that you're going to use for that third keg. The fifth item you're going to want to purchase is an auto siphon. You can get one for about $14.99 on Amazon. You're going to take your liquid disconnect, your spare liquid disconnect, and put it to the end of that so that you can rack very easily from one keg to another, and you don't have to worry about that hose snaking all over the place or introducing more oxygen to your beer. Now the sixth item, before I get to that, why don't you consider giving me a subscribe since you're finding my content valuable. Now I'm going to go into the sixth item and then I'm going to compare to what you would get on a kit. Now the sixth item I'm going to recommend is a refractometer. Now it'll come in a really nice hard shell. It'll come with a calibration device, also known as a screwdriver, and it will come with a pipette that only uses about 1 or 2 ounces of fluid so that you can get your reading, and you still get to get a flavor profile because you're only going to use about 10 drops or so on the actual refractometer. This is $17.99. A lot of people will talk about how a hydrometer is cheap. A hydrometer is cheap because it's made out of glass and breakable, yes. However, in order to get a good reading out of a hydrometer, you need to use about 6 ounces of liquid each time you use it. That's right after boiling and right before bottling. That is a full bottle of beer you're not going to get to drink or enjoy because it's not going to be carbonated or it's not going to be alcoholic. Additionally, in order to get all of the things you need for a hydrometer, that is the hydrometer, a testing jar, preferably scaled with a graduated cylinder, a brush to keep that clean, and a carrying case, it's $22.99. $17.99? $22.99. It's cheaper because the hydrometer itself is only about $6.99, but if you buy a kit, you have already overpaid for it. Now that brings the total cost of the kit that I'm recommending to $719 and some change. Now let's compare that to what you purchase in a kit. I'm going to compare it to the deluxe kit, which costs $229.99. Now you're going to get a pair of fermenters, you're going to get a capper, you're going to get some caps, you're going to get a hydrometer and test jar. You're going to get all of the stuff that you need to start brewing except for the brew pot. The The brew pot is going to run you about $55, and that's if you get a 6-gallon stainless steel, which if you're going this direction, you may as well get. You're going to need a set of 3 24 packs of Sam Adams. Those cost about $24.99 right now, which takes you up to $74.97. Your total for a kit is $360.56. Now, a couple of things about this kit. Number one, you're going to end up with a whole bunch of things just sitting around that you're not going to use. And if you do decide to go cheaper, think about this. The lower version of that comes with plastic buckets. It comes in a box kind of like this. Like this. Now, you're going to have 2 buckets. One of them is going to be a bottling bucket. You're going to have a capper, caps, and a whole bunch of other things like your hydrometer. Now, if you take a look at this, it's going to be great. It's nice and compact, except that everything is inside of your fermenter. So when they say avoid scratches in your fermenter, putting metal objects in it is a really bad way of doing that. So the moral of the story is, for only about twice the cost of an introductory deluxe kit, you can have an entire system that you're going to use for a really long time and is going to save you the maddening frustration of bottling, which no one enjoys. And in fact, it is the reason why a lot of home brewers stop brewing. Oh, shit. Yeah, now the refractometer, I generally need to get a butter knife because, god damn, this thing is hard to open. Haha, I got it! The fourth thing you're going to want to purchase is 3 ball lock kegs. And one is going to be conditioning, and the third one is you're going to use that second gas disconnect to use a blow-off